In the first video, we had a look at what debt entails. Now let's take a closer look at the factors affecting debt. The main factor affecting debt is the interest rate that is charged on your debt. This rate can either be fixed or floating. For example, a bond on a home loan can be obtained with a fixed interest rate, which is static and can't change for the duration of the home loan agreement, or with a floating interest rate, which changes periodically with the market. In the case of a floating interest rate on home loans and other floating rate agreements, the prime lending rate is used as the basis for the floating rate, with the agreement stating that the interest rate charged to the borrower is the prime interest rate plus or minus a certain percent. Other important aspects of interest rates is the interest rate cycle. For example, if the economy is growing rapidly and inflation is increasing, the central bank may increase interest rates to reduce the rate of growth and keep inflation on target. Higher interest rates increase borrowing costs for floating rate debt. So keep in mind where you are in the interest rate cycle when deciding whether to use fixed or floating interest rate. The term is another important factor affecting debt. All else equal, if you have a 5-year loan at 10% interest rate on 100,000 Rand, you will pay 2,124 Rand on a monthly basis. The total amount of interest you will have to pay on that amount is 26,649. Now, if we double the term to 10 years, still paying 10% interest on the 100,000, you see that we only pay 1,321 Rand on a monthly basis as a repayment, but the total interest we would have paid over that 10-year period would have been 57,748. From this example, we can see two things. The first is, if monthly cash flow is an issue, then take a longer term loan will leave you with more disposable income at the end of each month. The second factor is, the longer the term, the more interest you'll be paying on that loan. The selected term is a major factor to consider when taking out debt. The last factor affecting your debt is the repayment value. The monthly repayment you make on your debt consists of two components. First is the interest you pay on the debt, and the second is the capital that you pay on the debt to settle that debt. To help you understand this, we often use what is called an amortization table. Let's look at an example. Joe takes out a 2,000 Rand loan over a 3-year period at an interest rate of 20%. This means he has to pay 949 Rand every year to settle the loan. Remember that the interest repayment plus the capital repayment equals the total repayment each year. From this example, we can see that in the beginning, most of the monthly repayment goes to servicing the interest. Only when we get closer to the end of the term do we see that the monthly repayment is paying off the capital that was originally loaned. This is a very important principle to understand. In the beginning of the term, we pay the majority of the interest, and at the end of the term, we pay the majority of the capital. We will use this principle when deciding if it is better to invest or to settle debt. We can now see how important it is to understand the factors affecting debt. In the next video, we will take a look at how we can use these factors in making the decision of whether to invest the extra money we might have or using it to settle our debt.